Good morning, it's Tuesday the 22nd of December. We're nearly there, guys. It's amazing. Today's the last day of school, which feels so weird because I honestly don't know when school's going to go back. It's a really, really strange feeling. And I know that I'm definitely not alone here, and probably affects all of the UK and probably a lot of other places in the world too. So it's a really strange feeling, but probably one that we've kind of got used to this year. The whole not knowing what's happening next. It's not a good feeling, but the way that I deal with things is to not think about things that, like, not make up scenarios in our head, don't even worry about it. All we know for now is that they are going back to online learning on the 11th, and if that's all we know, then that's all we can focus on, and there's no point worrying about other stuff that may or may not happen until we know for sure if it's happening or not. So I'm not one of life's kind of warriors like that. You know, we'll find out when we find out what's going to happen. So I'm not going to worry about it. We know that our online learning and home learning works fine. He can work on the computer, I can work upstairs. We've done it before, we got through it before, we can do it again. So yeah, we just have to relax and just trust in the process that we know works for us and works well, and we can get through it. Anyway, yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm going to go upstairs in a minute and just pack the final few orders that I've had overnight for going to the post office. I'm going to go to the post office shortly. It's now 9:45, so I'll be going to the post office probably in about an hour maybe by the time I wrap, and I need to go online and print off. It's called a manifest. It's a list of all the items that I'm posting, and that counts as my proof of postage for the post office. I'm going to pop to a supermarket as well and just grab some last few foodie items to get us through the next couple of weeks, so that we can keep shop visits to an absolute bare minimum. So I have been wanting to try this for ages. So today I've got the bread machine ready. I'm going to try a recipe that I was delighted to find the bread machine does. A couple of years ago I realised I love panettone. I didn't even know. And my bread machine makes panettone dough. How amazing is that? So I'm going to use the recipe. It's such a basic recipe. It's just basically, you know, yeast, flour, sugar, butter, salt that you put in milk, put in bread anyway, milk, an egg plus an egg yolk, and some mixed peel and dried fruit. And I've got one of these bagfuls of dried fruit with mixed peel that I got from Asda. It's a smart price, which is the most basic range you can buy, but it's actually really, really nice. Don't normally like cheap dried fruit, but it's been really lovely, that one. So that's going to go in my bread. It does ask for cardamom, which I don't like and I don't have. So I'm just going to throw in a little bit of mixed spice just to give it that little hint of spicy flavour. I'm going to get it all weighed out just now. I don't think I'll switch the bread machine on until I get back. I just don't like things being on when I'm not really in the house. So it's going to make the dough, which is a 2-hour 20-minute programme, and then I pop it into a round cake tin, let it double in size, and then I bake it in the oven. How good is the house going to smell? Can't wait for that. And panettone is just, oh, it's delicious. It's kind of like a brioche textured bread, I guess, and it's sweet, and obviously it's going to have the fruit and the peel through it, so it's going to taste like Christmas. It's absolutely amazing toasted. So might be having that for breakfast or 11s or lunch for the next wee while. It's going to make a big one probably, I don't quite know. 300 grams of flour. Oh, that's not too big actually. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. I can always freeze some as well or give some as gifts. Actually, if it works really well, I could always make 1 or 2 to give as gifts. How nice would that be if it turns out nice? Or I can make mini ones. Right, we'll see how today's goes before I run away with myself. So I'm going to get the ingredients measured out now and then pack orders. And just like that, the post office run is done and the shopping is done. Just back, just put the shopping away. I'm going to put the bread machine on now and I'm really excited. I think that while the dough is mixing it will even smell really nice. Shopping was fine, but I did that thing where I was a couple of aisles into the shop and I realised I'd lost my shopping list. Oh, thank goodness it wasn't like a massive, like big Christmas shop or something. I was just getting a few, you know, odds and ends. I retraced my steps and then on my way back to the car I found it lying in the car park and I had managed to remember everything, thank goodness. Oh, so I'm going to put the bread on, I'm going to sort some lunch out, just going to do a quick check of any last minute wrapping that I need to do. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 items. And then I think I'm going to relax, yay! Christmas cactus is doing well and I've got 2 new buds. I think I showed you this the other week when they were just teeny, so I've got one there and another one there, and the original flower is, I've turned it round, it's still there, it's not ready to come off yet, and the pelargonium did actually flower. The reason that I know a little bit about pelargoniums and that they're not geraniums is because we have a collection of them at Falkland Palace in the glass house. Haven't really managed to go in much in the winter to show you because we've got to mask up and stuff, but they flower all year long in the glass house, so if you've got a conservatory or a nice warm windowsill then they'll love it. Just bring them in and look after them. These are some of the cuttings I've got. I think that one looks like it's got a nice little bud coming out the middle there. It might bloom, I'm not sure if that's going to be a flower, but it's doing well, and so are these 2. Look at that sun, isn't that beautiful? My panettone dough is done and it smells very nice. It just says to place the dough in a cake tin and allow it to prove until doubled in size. So I just literally kind of tipped it out of this and into the cake tin, so it's not looking pretty, but I'm sure once that bakes that will be absolutely fine. It didn't say to shape it or anything, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to try and find somewhere warm, which is not very easy when it's only 2 degrees outside, and we'll see if that doubles in size. So it should come to the height of the cake tin if it's going to double in size. Exciting. Look at the 2 yarns I got in today's advent packages. Every now and then I get an absolute curveball of a colour and I just love it. And these are not pink, but I absolutely love them. That is like a proper sea kind of colour. I don't know what you call that, but I love it. And absolutely love this one. And this one is from Green Lambkin Yarns and it's called Jelloween. Is that right? Jelloween? And Cherie knitted some Halloween socks with us and they looked awesome. So I love that I've got some of that too. They are such nice colours. And in my one from Brandy today, I got this absolutely gorgeous washi tape. So, so pretty. See if I can get it to focus. I think there's a little bit of metallic gold in the middle of the flower there. I don't know if that's a poppy, but aren't they so, so pretty? They're like my peach poppies. If you watched my vlogs back in May, June, you will see my peach poppies in my garden. These might be ranunculus actually, but beautiful nonetheless. Absolutely gorgeous. That will go in my traveller's notebook, won't it? So lovely. My jar of yarn looks so much fun. I think what I might do is just knit up some really random socks and we'll call them, we could just call them 2020. There needs to be no explanation for that. Absolute randomness, anything goes. Some fabulous yarns in there. I love that as well. I really do love green and greens. So nice. Well, I think that is as much as it's going to rise today, and the oven is preheated, so I'm going to pop it in now. It only takes half an hour to cook, which doesn't seem long at all, and it's on quite a low oven as well, so we'll see how this goes.